Sir, I'd like to.
मान्य सदस्य इस तरीके की टिप्पणी भी नहीं करें, मान्य मंत्री जी.
Sir, before I take the opportunity to lay an explanatory notes as to why it is important to have this bill now here, I'd like to, in response to Professor Saugata Roy and also Sri Adir Ranjan Chaudhary, just want to remind the House that this is not a bill which is coming without a background. I want to draw the attention of all the honorable members that on 2nd November 2018, the company's amendment ordinance was promulgated by President of India. The ordinance was promulgated in November 2018 because at that time the House was not in session. Then on 5th November 2018, a public notice was issued and so on. But following all that post-consultation with the stakeholders, on 4th January 2019, the replacement bill was considered and passed by the Lok Sabha as the company's amendment bill of 2019. This House has passed that, and therefore in 2019, 4th January, the company's amendment bill was passed as a replacement bill of the ordinance which was earlier passed. The bill was transmitted to the Rajya Sabha and was listed for consideration and passing on 7th January to 9th January of 2019. From 7th, 8th and 9th, it was listed in the Rajya Sabha but could not be considered and passed by the Rajya Sabha. Then, on 12th January, the company's amendment ordinance was promulgated again. So, that was the second ordinance on the same subject. On the same subject, the second ordinance was passed in January, on 12th of January 2019. So, on 31st January 2019, the replacement bill, namely the company's amendment bill 2019, as passed by the Lok Sabha and lying in the Rajya Sabha, could not be passed during the budget session. Then, approval of the cabinet was obtained again, and therefore a replacement bill to replace the company's ordinance 2018 was passed by the Lok Sabha 16th. I've said that 16th Lok Sabha on 4th January 2018. Now 4th January 2019, and now therefore this bill is being introduced only because we are continuously moving from one ordinance to the other. Ordinance of January 12th, ordinance of 21st February, because the session was recommenced. And therefore the necessity for bringing this bill now is only because this House has considered, passed, and then was sent to the Rajya Sabha, where it couldn't get cleared. Again an ordinance was passed. A second ordinance was passed because for the interim budget, when the House was reconvened, by the very rule, we had to bring the ordinance all over again. So it is just the same bill. I'll answer you. Would you please give me a chance, please? I'm answering you, Professor. I'm answering you. So, sir, I'm trying to only say this House has earlier considered, passed it. Rajya Sabha couldn't. Then an ordinance was brought. An ordinance was again brought. So we are coming with what is otherwise the best practice. Get the bill in the place of an ordinance, which I'm sure the opposition will support.
For more latest updates, please press subscribe and press bell icon.